you've had chicken piccata or tartar sauce or bagel and lox, you've had capers, but do you know where capers come from? This lovely plant. Isn't she gorgeous? Not only that, she's tough. That's why I like her. This is a 5-year-old caper plant, and the part we eat are these little buds up here, and then you pickle them, and then they're delicious. This plant has endured transplants, extreme heat, pests, and it just keeps on trucking. Sometimes it looks like a terrible, sad, dead stick, but it's still going. It comes back every time, like a zombie. It can deal with our extreme heat, the dry climate, crappy soil, even rocky soil. It'll grow out of like a crack in some rocks. This terrible garden bed doesn't care. With long germination times and very particular environmental needs, growing your own can take a lot of patience and expertise, neither of which I have. Luckily, I have a friend who does, and she gifted me with a 1-year-old plant. Since I've had it, it has been through a lot. It started out in the community garden, and then when that closed down, it was in a pot on my balcony of my apartment. Then it was in a different pot by the garden I built behind our condo. When we bought a house, it was in another pot temporarily while we did renovations. Finally, I got to building the garden beds, and it has been in one corner of one of them for the past few years now, and it seems to be pretty happy. Sometimes it looks really bad, like after a flea beetle attack that we had last year, and I think it's dead and gone, and then it comes back. Now, despite last year's extreme drought and the insect attacks, it is a monster. It has these long, trailing, creeping branches, which is something you might need to think about if you're going to put it in the ground. You might have to give it enough space, but I love how they sort of fall over the side of the bed. In the summertime, it puts forth these beautiful blooms with white petals and purple stamens. In the center is a single stigma that, when pollinated, becomes its fruit, which is a caperberry. Unfortunately, some insects have been sucking on these buds and getting all the juice out of them, and so they don't even bloom. They just wither up. So this year I am harvesting the capers in a way that you typically see, which is the buds. These are the part that you usually get when you buy them in the store. I pick them when they're about pea-sized, and lately I've been getting about a dozen a day. And typically when you buy these caper buds in the store, they have been pickled. But I find it just as easy and nutritious to ferment them. So that is my review of this incredibly beautiful and resilient plant. If you can get your hands on one, definitely bring it home and put it in your garden. Even try growing it from seed if you've got the patience, and good luck to you.